So I've been considering doing a series of videos like this for quite some time now. And I think I'm going to name it the Concerned Citizen series. And so what it is going through a number of items that as a concerned citizen you may want. Now there is tons of these sort of videos out there. I've hesitated. Like I said, I've been thinking about it for a while. I've hesitated on doing it because it seems like every time you turn around, you can find a bug-out bag video, a how to set. I've made a how to set your plate carrier up video, which this will again be part of it later on. But I thought I wanted to make a comprehensive series of videos instead of scattered all over the internet. A comprehensive series of videos. Sort of a one-stop shop, in my opinion, of what a concerned citizen may consider wanting to have. Now, I do take notes, by the way. This one, these are all different videos, video ideas, upcoming videos, notes for them. But for this, we're going to go over first, second, and third line gear. First line gear being things you would wear on your, have on your pockets, wear on your belt, things like that. Second line being plate carriers, your battle rigs, plate carriers, stuff like that. Third line being your backpack. And then we'll go through some IFAC contents and a small amount of prepping. Now this is not necessarily a prepping video, prepping series, but some of it may cross over. Like in this series, it'll have how many mags and ammo I think you should have for whatever firearms you may have, food and water, and how to prep your vehicle as well. So with that being said, while first line gear would naturally come first, most people think bug out bags when they think about prepping or SHTF or something like that. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to go through my bug out bag. All right, so don't ask me what bag this is. I have no idea. I got it off Amazon. I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks, and it's held up pretty well. I've had it out in the desert several times. I've had it up in the woods of the mountains several times, and it seems to hold up. So starting on the outside here, I keep an IFAC on here, and this is just one of those Condor Ripaway IFACs. I'm not going to go through the contents of it right now, but I do keep an IFAC on here. The contents will be later on down the road because I also have IFACs on my plate carriers. I have IFACs on my battle belt. I have IFACs on everything, it seems like. IFAC being individual first aid kit, by the way. So the rest of the outside, a couple paracord bracelets here. And then this bundle of joy, which is some bungees and a bunch of carabiners. Right, so we'll take those off real quick. Just because they're really useful in building things, carrying things, lashing stuff to your backpack, things like that. So that's why I have these on here. Now that's it for the outside. Let's go to this first set of pockets here. Go with this top one first. Now, if you have any questions about why a thing is in a certain pocket or a certain location in the pack, let me know in the comment section. I'll either address you in the comment section or I'll address it in a returning fire video. So I have another one of those coming up soon. So the very first thing I pull out of there is a dry box with, now this dry box I haven't really changed much, and it's left over from when I lived in Ohio, right? So some of the stuff in here isn't as useful. I just never took it out. But what I do have is a signal mirror, a little signal mirror. I have fishing sinkers and fishing hooks. And I'm just using the box as a storage container for these. I don't want the mirror to get really scratched up or broken, so I keep it in here because it's really protective. And the other two things just kind of fit in there real nicely. So, nice little dry box. compass, two compasses. This is just one of those cheap Walmart compasses. This is a little bit nicer one. It's I don't know what the name of them is, but I carry a lot nicer compasses in my kit, on my kit. So you'll get to see that later. But these are a couple little lesser expensive compasses. I have two of them because two is one and one is none. A bundle of paracord I can easily get to. And Kylan Kenlight. Going to the pocket down here is where some of the fun begins. Spare mag, because I usually have an AK with me, so it's a spare AK mag. A saw, which I've used a bunch, and I really like this saw. Anybody who, I guess it might have been a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I did a video of building a shelter, because I don't do just guns. I just don't do a whole lot of the bushcrafting stuff, because not really what people come to my channel to watch. But you guys saw me use this. I have not one, but two Mora knives. I have two because this one being a carbon steel one, I tend to use this one for a striker more often. And if I end up messing up the blade on this one, I have a whole nother one. And of course, two is one, one is none. This is the stainless one. I don't know what it's called. The companion, yeah. That's the stainless companion, and this is the Pro C, whatever that means. Not a knife guy. So I have some tools in here. I have some files and a sharpening stone for my hatchet, or my axe, my camp axe that I keep in my truck, and a cold steel kukri that I keep in my truck. Now both those things will get lashed to here if I need them, but I just don't keep them lashed to here in my house. Multi-tool. And 25 rounds of 9mm. And that appears to be it. So let's move on to the next compartment. So the next compartment here has some more goodies in it. Alright, so this is a Brita filtered water bottle. It's, of course, has nothing in it right now, but it does have the filter in it, and somewhere in here I have replacement filters for it. And don't ask me right yet how long that filter is good for, because I'll have to read the box. Have these two packs, which I'll get to in a second. My stainless bottle. Everybody should have one. A little SOG shovel, which is, this thing's actually pretty handy. And another camp kit with just one of the Walmart ones. It's got the cheap cups in it, stuff like that. But it works good as a container. Also, you boil in it and things like that, which most of you guys probably ought to know that by now. Camp stove, little pop-up camp stove. And I think that's all that's in the pack right there. So, what are these? I like to organize certain things in my bag so that things aren't flopping all over the place. So this one has all my water filtration stuff in it. So it has the pills. It has, of course, this is rehydrating salts. This isn't actually filtered there. But I have my, oh, what's it called? What's the name I'm looking for here? The what is the name of this? Come on, guys, help me out. Sawyer. Man, brain went dead for a second there. Have all my Sawyer stuff in here. I have some iodine in here, and the Brita filter replacements. So that's what I keep in there for water purification. And then in this pack is cordage, fishing line, some bank line, some tarred bank line, right? Some more paracord rolled up in there, and even some wire. This is just a little fine wire. So that does it for that little pack. So now getting into the main portion of it. Now, when you guys are picking out bags, there's a couple things I would suggest. A lot of these bags now have this where you can just flop it open, not like old backpacks that you always had to have it upright and things like that. I like that feature. I would suggest that feature. If you don't like that feature, fine. I'm not telling you what to do. But I really like that feature. I also like having multiple pouches, and I don't mean like tons of little pouches on the outside. Like there's some that have small pouch out here, small pouch out here, two small pouches here, another small pouch here. And I mean, if you like that, great. But I mean two like giant main compartments, so you can separate stuff out. Maybe some stuff can get wet, some stuff can't, things like that. Also, the protection of stuff. So notice that all my sharp instruments are away from my water purification and away from what is shelter in this one, right? So it enables you, instead of having like your saw and knife and everything else in the same compartment as your, say, your tarp, which I think is silly, it enables you to separate those things out. Also, have a good idea of what you want, what you think you need, and get that stuff around and figure out what pack it fits in. Because if you're anything like me or anybody else on this planet, you're gonna see these awesome freaking backpacks on the market, right? These giant whatever 100-liter, I don't even know how they're measured, but these giant backpacks on the market. You're gonna buy that and you're gonna fill it, and then it's gonna weigh 200 pounds. So get what you think you need, and then buy the backpack that it all fits in. And I think you're gonna be happier with the weight. Anyway, going on to the main compartment here, I have this padded thermal blanket. It's red on one side, silver on the other. Good for signaling if needed. Couple of space blankets and a crank flashlight. Starting to run out of room here. Tarp. I think that's a 6x8 tarp. Spare change of clothes. Shirt. Pair of digis. Couple pairs of socks. A towel. Gotta have a towel. Some teepee, and inside the bag with the toilet paper. And this is why, notice all this stuff is cloth and soft stuff. This is one of the reasons why you don't see an axe in here or a giant sharp knife. I also have one of these flavor packs for drinking, a little powder packs that you put in your bottle of water, because purified water tastes like shit, especially if you've chemically purified it. And so just a little bit of home there, so to speak. Some survival tabs. I think it's 3 days of calories. I'm not sure. I think it's 3 days of calories. Maybe it's 2 days. Yeah, 2 days of calories here. They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. Those are survival tabs made by the survival tabs. I guess that's what they're called, the survival tabs. And another little pack. This is my fire starting pack. So, matches, coffee filters. Now this could also be water purification, but coffee filters take a spark pretty nicely. Mag bar and striker. I have a couple of those in here. Of course, a lighter, a spare striker. This is a Baylight, I think it's called. Ferro rod. I like these. It's like the 4th of July when you set these things off. And they work really well. Let's see if I can. Okay. Now, don't shit on me, guys. I know you're supposed to pull the away, but I'm sitting here not building a fire. And then a cheap knife. These are like $5 on Amazon, right? But they come with a little ferro rod, little tiny ferro rod that I've used a bunch of times. I mean, you can see all the stuffs off of it, all the black coating. And it's got a little tiny knife in it. Now this knife is a piece of garbage. It's just a soft, it's like soft stainless. But it's got cordage on it and it makes for a great spearhead. You can lash this to I mean, it would work as a knife, but you can lash this to a stick, and instead of sharpening a damn stick, you have a spearhead. So that's why I keep that little piece of garbage around. So that is it. If you have any questions about specific items, I'll answer you in the comment section. But that's what I carry in there. You may carry different stuff, that's fine. You may carry more stuff, that's fine. Just don't carry more than you need. Because that stuff, the weight of that stuff will eventually kill you. And that's it. Again, have any questions? Let me know in the comment section. If you think that this series is going to be a flop, if you have no interest in what I have to say about first line, second line, and all that other stuff, gear, let me know. I don't have to do this. Like I said, I know that there's a trillion of these types of videos out there. So I'm not married to this idea. I don't want to saturate people too much, and that's it. All right, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.